Welcome to Mark's Lionel Trains. This week we're going to talk about the Menards Auto Racks. These have been out for a little while and there are a few videos out on them. I was moving at the time they came out, so I really didn't have a chance to do a legitimate video on them. They're semi-scale, I would say. They're about 16 inches long and they're a little less than 5 inches tall, so you will need to make a modification of your bridge to make them fit like I did. And like I said, there are a few videos out on these and they are comparing them to other scale auto racks, but today I'm going to use the Eric's Trains method of adding weight to the cars. They do rock a little bit and we're going to check that out first. We're going to run the train first and see if they rock, and then we're going to add the weight and see if that smooths them out. And we'll see how that works out. So let's get started with running the trains. All right, I have a overhead look of the locomotive and the consist coming around the curve there. It's running on 060 on this outer loop. And we'll see if we have any rocking of the cars. That one's rocking a little bit. Have to see if this improves anything. Adding weight. That one's rocking. Speed up the controller of the locomotive a little bit. No, that one's really rocking. Okay, we'll take a look around the next turn. Yeah, they're really rocking there. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, it's translating on the camera. Okay, let's add some weight to these cars and see if that helps. All right, we're here at the workbench and I have the car in the cradle, and we're gonna have to remove these screws here. I have my two screwdrivers here. I have my Stanley, both are Stanleys, but I'm gonna need this deep one to get down into the main body of the car. So let's start by removing these screws here, and we'll try and get this, I don't know if it's metal or plastic. I'm assuming it's plastic. So, all right, let's get these screws off and we'll we have all the screws out. We can lift the frame out, and it is plastic. I think Menards, if they would have made this metal, it would have been a lot better, but that's okay. We'll put that off to the side, and now we have to get into the body of this thing, and we have to get all these deep screws out. So we'll use our deep screwdriver. It is really useful to have a magnet. I charge my screwdrivers by just putting it on a magnet. This is a magnet that I used for a computer I took out of a computer hard drive. So, all right, these are just little screws, so gotta get it down into the bottom of the car here. Need to get inside there and get our first screw out. And there's our first screw. And then we'll do that. we have all the screws out now. We can separate the base there. If you'll notice, I had trouble with one screw here. It would not come out, so let's see if we can. There it is right there. I was able to get it out, so that's good. Okay, let's get this guy over here. And then what we're going to do is in the corner right here, on this side and on this side, we're going to take our washers. We have our two washers here, and we're going to put some super glue on these washers, and we are going to glue them into the car in this position right here, right above the trucks. That's what I'm hoping to do on each side. So, just like that. And we'll get to that right now. We'll have to see how well this works out. Actually, there's quite a lot of back and forth play in these trucks and the base. So, I don't know if this adding weight's really going to help much, but we're going to give it a shot and see what happens. So, all right, we're going to take our first washer here, and we're going to get some super glue on get some super glue on there, like that. Yeah, you don't have to be neat about it, that's for sure. And then we're going to put that down in the corner, right down in there. Okay. And I'm going to kind of rivet it in there a little bit, or I guess spot weld it with some super glue in the corners here. And a little bit right here. I'm going to spot weld it in there a little bit. Give it a little weld here and here. Okay. And then we'll do that on the other side. I want to keep the car a little bit level now while the glue is drying. I don't have any of the accelerator that some folks use. And we'll put that down in there. Okay. All right. Then we'll put some of the glue in the corners, like spot weld it in there. And then we'll let this dry. And then we'll do this about 8 more times, and then we'll put this car back together. The washers I'm using I got from Menards. They're just regular flat washers, 18 pack for $1.85. These washers are 1/2 inch, what they call is the center of the washer. The entire washer is 1 3/8 inches. You could probably get away with 1 3/4 inch washers, but I just didn't want to weigh down the cars too much. All right, we'll get ready to reassemble the car. As you can see, the washers are dried in there, and they should stay pretty nicely now. The roof section just basically goes on top of the car, and you line it up on each side. And there it goes. It looks pretty good. And then we'll put it back in the cradle, and then we'll get ready to put all our screws back together. All right, we have the roof back in place in the car, and we're ready to reattach the base of the car and get that in place, and then we'll start putting all the screws in. All right, and that's the last one. They're all done. That was quite the experience, I'll tell you. All right, let's get it on the rails and see how this works out. All right, I've got the cars finally done. I have 9 cars, 162 screws, and about 3 hours of work, and we have it done. When I was at the hobby shop last weekend, America's Best Trains and Hobbies, I picked up the railer, and it really works really nicely for railing the cars. So, and there you go, all done. So, all right, let's fire up the trains, and look, it's already wobbling. So hopefully our work is not for naught. All right, the moment of truth. We have the locomotive coming around the curve. And we'll see how our auto racks do. So far, they're a little, I don't know, looks a little better. We'll see on the other side. The next video will really tell. Or the next angle. Like I said, the couplers are very wobbly on these things, so I don't think anything maybe a little heavier washer might help. All right, let's go check out the other side.
This is the dispatcher. Switch line. You're clear inbound. Over. Thank you, sir. Approaching now. Out.
All the cars are in the same order there. We're in the last video. That one's shaking. See, I don't know that anything will really help these from doing that. It seems to be minimizing it a little bit. I don't know, we'll run it a little bit and see. Can't hurt.
This is the dispatcher. Do you copy?
Roger that, dispatcher. I read you. Over.
Please start up and stand by. Over.
Thanks, dispatcher. We're ready to move.
Dispatcher here. All clear inbound. Over.
Thank you, sir. Clear to the yard lead. Out.
Dispatcher here. Switch line. You're clear inbound. Over. Dispatcher here. All clear inbound. Over. Thank you, sir. Approaching now.
There we have the problem with Menards cars, is the couplers. We had a unplanned uncoupling there, so with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching this episode of Mark's Lionel Trains.
Going to sign the register book, dispatcher. Out.
Hopefully this helps you in deciding what to do with your auto racks. I maybe try a little heavier weight and see if that helps. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your subscriptions. Thank you for all your comments. I really appreciate it. I hope this video helps you out a lot. Thanks for watching Mark's Lionel Trains.